Okay.
Can I ask a question? Andrew Yang was here and made perfect sense to me. And I haven't heard really anybody else in the party, whatever party we're talking about, say, hey, do you realize that if Facebook and Amazon and all the other gigantic corporations paid any tax, we could find some relief for regular Americans?
Sure.
Do you agree with that?
Of course I do. I've been talking about that for years.
Well, no, I haven't. When Andrew came on and sort of broke it down, what he suggested, and I'm sure you know this because you've been spending time with him, but his idea was, you know, if one of those companies gave every American $1,000, people's lives would change. What do you think of such an idea?
But this is what I think.
Okay.
I think that right now, when you have Donald Trump and his friends giving well over $1 trillion in tax breaks to the 1% and large profitable corporations, I think that's obscene.
Right, but will you change that?
Of course I'll change it.
Well, how do I know this?
Because I've been talking about it for 25 years.
Well, you haven't. Not for me. Not like this. Yeah,
But look,
it's a little different.
what you got right now,
Yeah.
Whoopi, this is what you got. You got Amazon, owned by the wealthiest guy in America, made over $10 billion in profit last year. Do you know what they paid in federal income tax?
Nothing.
Not a penny.
Yeah, I know.
That's insane.
I know. So what I'm asking you is it your position that these corporations, all of these big corporations will now, if you're elected president, one of the things you're going to make sure that they do is they pay their fair share, and that will trickle to the American people?
That's at the very top of my agenda. Absolutely.
that's his
Absolutely.
I don't, you know, I don't really know because, you know, I've watched you over the last several years and I've had lots of questions about what you want to do. So
Yang's also talking about giving every American money.
yes.
All right, but I'm talking about giving every American a job, which I think is what I think is terribly important. We have an enormous amount of work to be done in this country in terms of climate change to transform our energy system away from fossil fuel. We're talking about creating up to 20 million good-paying jobs.
Yeah.
We're talking about rebuilding our crumbling infrastructure. We're talking about building the millions of units of affordable housing
But everybody
that this
does.
country
Everybody says that, Bernie.
No.
Everybody says
Well, in all
they're
due
gonna do it.
respect, I think the agenda that I am bringing forth is the most progressive agenda ever brought forth by any candidate, serious candidate running for president of the United States.
Can I pronounce? Go ahead, you want to ask a question? I just want to ask something on that point because Nancy Pelosi is now saying that the moderate is the one that basically is the most elected.
Well, I love Nancy, but she and I disagree on this issue. I think the way you beat Donald Trump, and I must say that in my view, Donald Trump is the most dangerous president probably in the history of this country.
We agree.
And it gives me no pleasure to say this. It really does not, because I have conservative friends who I like and respect. But Trump
Can I hear any in Congress or the Senate? I'm generally curious about bipartisanship. Can you name one?
Johnny
that you know?
Isaacson of Georgia, who's recently retired.
I was like, he's retired.
Johnny is your dad was somebody I work with.
But they're dead and now not.
Johnny is
anymore.
not dead.
I know, but he's not. He's leaving. He's
Leaving.
retiring.
They resign. They retire.
Look, even somebody like a George W. Bush, who was a very conservative
anyone
guy.
in office that if you were president that you would work with on the other side.
Lamar Alexander.
Okay.
All right, Lamar is head of the committee that I'm on, the Health, Education, Labor Committee. Lamar is a conservative Republican. Lamar is not a liar. Lamar is not a sexist. He's not a racist. He's not a homophobe. He's a conservative guy. It's called American politics. So I, work with your dad. I work with other people on issues where we can come together. That's what I think American politics is supposed to be about. But you have a president today, and again, it gives me no joy to say this. He is a pathological liar.
Yeah.
And when people ask me, what do you think about what Trump said 5 minutes ago in a tweet? I say, I'm not going to say anything because 10 minutes from now he's going to change his view. I can't comment. This is not the kind of temperament or personality that we should have in the White House, in my view.
Absolutely true.
Absolutely.